This is the Ranger 6, a space vehicle that's about to leave. Like any tourist, it's equipped with cameras, 6 of them, designed to send back 3,000 pictures of the lunar surface just before it crash lands on the moon. 5 previous Ranger shoots have been failures, but it is imperative that scientists know more about the moon's atmosphere and terrain before a manned flight. Thus, high hopes go with this launch of Ranger 6, a $28 million trip of 230,000 miles. Launching is the smoothest of the Ranger series, and it follows by 2 days the spectacular success of the Saturn orbit of a 19-ton payload. About 16 hours after takeoff, scientists fired a rocket aboard the Ranger to correct the course of the 800-pound capsule and put it directly on path to land on the moon at the Sea of Tranquility. Within a few seconds of its estimated time of arrival, the Ranger approached the moon in a manner such as animation shows. The last 19 minutes of the flight are the crucial ones. After a perfect 66-hour flight, it was supposed to take pictures like this when signaled from the ground. This was a failure. The cameras did not operate as the Ranger landed within a mile of the target area. Film star Paula Prentiss stops traffic in Miami as she leads a parade of beauty contestants. Miss Fort Lauderdale, Beverly Sternberg left, was the winner in a search for Florida's favorite girl. She will accompany Miss Prentiss to the world premiere of her new picture, Man's Favorite Sport. And later, the Fort Lauderdale Miss will receive the VIP treatment on a vacation in New York, her first prize. Man's Favorite Sport opens at 5 theaters in its Greater Miami world premiere. The romantic comedy stars Rock Hudson and Miss Prentiss, and the Miami opening will be followed by showings throughout the country. Anything that Miss Prentiss appears in is bound to be man's favorite sport, and that has nothing to do with the Olympic Games. The eyes of 37 nations are focused on Innsbruck and the 9th Winter Olympic Games. The medieval atmosphere of the village is a babel of tongues, but a policeman named Rudolf Ivkovich helps out in 10 languages.
You see, if you go this way, are you with the car here? Yes. You may go with your car directly this way and then turn left. No, vidite, to je jako lahko. Vidite, ide stara ovdje na Rhein. Usted puede prender taxi, un autobus je aquí. A hotel, vi chcete hotel, vi ste Čech, tak? Čech, tak. No to vidite, tam je už napisano tam Hotel Europa. C'est très facile, ici on y a taxi déjà. Je voulais vous montrer, parce que on y a assez de taxis.
First, there is the traditional Olympic pomp and pageantry, all of the symbolism of the games that are traced back to the Greeks, who founded them in 776. The Russians take an early lead in the international competition as they win the first gold medal in the pairs figure skating. Oleg Podopopov and Ludmila Belousova glide to the title with intricate maneuvers that win the nod from 5 out of 9 judges. This is the first time that the Soviet Union has taken a gold medal in figure skating. The husband and wife pair are a couple of happy champs. Then it's Austria's turn to dominate an event. Egon Zimmerman sweeps down the Patriarchal course in the men's downhill event. He was highly favored, and he quickly proves to his fans that they have nothing to fear. He's grease lightning. Zimmerman clips 5 seconds from the course record as he shows his heels to the field. Now it's Great Britain that takes center stage. Tony Nash and Robin Dixon are the 2-man bobsled team representing a nation that has won only 2 gold medals in the history of the Winter Olympics. They're out to increase that number, and they do, at speeds that hit better than 60 miles an hour. Twisting and zooming through the 14 turns of the plunging bobsled run, they go roaring into the finish 0.12 of a second faster than the Italian team. United States hopes ride high on Jean Saubert in the women's slalom. The 21-year-old Oregon State University co-ed puts on a fine performance that has the international crowd rooting her on. She's up against some stiff competition, but she displays some fine forms and comes across the finish in nice time. Then comes Christine Boitschel, representing France. In the slalom, she is competing against a field of 21 that includes her own sister, Marielle. It was Marielle who was favored to win, but this is the way that Christine noses her out by a split second. The event turned out to be a sister act. Christine first, Marielle second. Placing third was Miss Saubert to win the first medal, a bronze awarded Uncle Sam. The Boitschel sisters proved to be the fastest family on skis at the 9th Winter Olympics.